Okay, I'm 88.
All right. I'm 72 years old, and I was a TV cameraman.
I think Social Security is...
How much is it possible for you to receive from Social Security per month?
And these days, I get about a month.
I will be getting about 100.
Today, I want to know about life after retirement in the US.
Oh,
Okay, so
it's been hard.
all right. Do you mind asking how old you are and what do you do for a living now?
Okay, I'm 88.
All right.
I'm retired and I don't do anything.
I'm almost 67. I retired about 2 years ago.
Okay, what did you do?
I worked for Nissan North America
Oh, okay.
in Tennessee and then here on the West Coast.
Japanese company.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm 72 years old, and I was a TV cameraman.
Oh, TV camera.
Yeah.
Oh, like this, right?
Yeah. I shot news, and I shot a lot of TV shows in the USA.
Me asking how old you are. And
I'm 80.
What do you do for a living?
I'm retired.
You're retired. All right.
I was a nurse and then I wrote books and
Okay.
then I retired.
Okay, so you are author.
Yes.
Oh,
well,
right.
my main job was a nurse, but when I retired from that, I started to turn a hobby that I had of writing historical romance. So I started to go to conferences and I ended up selling 10 books at the end of the day.
So I'm 75.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting. I had an interesting career.
Oh, interesting career.
Yeah, so I first started as a cook and chef
Okay.
for many years,
All right.
and then I became a psychotherapist. I became more of an investor.
Oh, all right.
So I did a lot of investing over the many years, and that enabled me
Okay.
to live well as an older person in the United States.
So how do you sustain your life now?
You know, that's a great question.
Okay.
Sometimes I really miss shooting the news and all these TV shows. Because I sort of aged out. It became a more difficult job just with all the camera gear and everything. So, but these days, it gives me time to do the things that I like to do. I like to fish.
Oh, yeah.
So I go up to Mammoth Mountain, which is Eastern Sierra in California.
Okay.
And I also do a lot of skiing in the winter time.
Winter time.
Yeah, so that's kind of how I manage my
Okay,
day.
all
I
right.
walk my dog. I take naps.
Oh, taking naps.
Sustain my life.
Yeah, sustain.
I come down to the beach every day, and normally I run 5 miles.
Okay. Oh.
I'd run down to Manhattan Beach Pier and back, but I seem to have injured my left leg, so now I'm walking.
So every day I work out.
Okay.
I live right near the gym. So I spend 2 hours in the gym. Then I go for a 5-mile walk.
Okay.
I swim,
All right.
and I also dance. So I do tango dancing.
Since I've had strokes, I'm not quite myself anymore. So I have bad memory.
Oh.
So I'm living really more or less on my own. I have my daughter, but she works full time. So I'm pretty much on my own, and I take care of myself.
All right.
My husband passed away recently, so that's the worst part. And we walked the Strand a lot.
Okay.
So that's why I'm here walking the Strand today.
Okay. There is a social security system, right, for retirement money. What do you think about this one?
It's okay. I'm not pulling Social Security yet, but it's not enough to live off of. I had to save enough to live off of, so.
I guess there's still money for Social Security. That's about all I know.
Oh, okay.
And I know it does when you retire, because you pay into it your entire working time. So I think you deserve to get your Social Security when you retire. So I think it's a good thing.
The Social Security system is great. When I was a little boy, they said that Social Security would never last when I became the age at 62. And here I am 10 years later at 72, and it's working. I mean, I know they say the money's going to run out, but maybe something can be done to restructure it. I hope so. Yeah.
Well, I think Social Security is great.
Okay.
It's something that came in the 1930s because people would come out of, or trying to get out of the Depression, there needed to be a safety net. So But for most people, it's not enough. If you're going to try to live here where we are, these three neighborhoods, Hermosa, Manhattan Beach, Redondo, we're talking some of the most expensive property in the world, expensive living standard. Really, compared to being in another big city, it's not that expensive, but still, it's expensive. And to be able to go to the gym, and because I was a chef, I love to eat out. I love to travel. If you want to do those things, again, if I had not invested, Social Security wouldn't even be able to pay for my apartment.
Previously, when I was in Japan, I asked elderly people in Japan, how much do you receive from pension scheme, which is equivalent to Social Security here?
Yes.
Yeah. So they all say about $700. I assume it's quite low.
Yes.
Yeah. So what about here? Like, how much is it possible for you to receive from Social Security per month?
I receive a little less than a lot of people who worked in the same business I did, because what I did was, when I was a cameraman, I was an independent cameraman, meaning I could just shoot at all different production companies. So what I did was, I did an S corporation in the state of California, which means I don't pay into Social Security. I save a little bit in taxes, but it saved me money then. But since I didn't pay into it, I get a little less back now.
Okay.
And these days I get about $2,000 a month. Okay. And if I didn't do that, maybe I would have been taking in $3,000. Okay. So that was a little difference. But my wife just became Social Security age, so we're drawing on hers, and she can take half of mine, which is nice. So yeah.
But so you live on not only Social Security but also multiple things, right?
Yes, I have investments and savings, and I had a pension plan for a TV station I was working with. So. I bought my house, 26 years ago, which is just gone up in price, but I'm not going anywhere. So the money, it's funny, the money that you think you're making from that is not really money that is in your pocket. It's just the value, but I'm not going to sell it. I'm going to live there probably till I die. So you never know.
Well, it's kind of personal, but around 2,000.
Is it enough to live on?
No, it's not, but I have other monies.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
I'm just so angry right now at what Trump has done to this country. He's the stupidest man, and why anyone ever voted for him, I'll never know. I don't know what they saw in him.
I receive I will be getting about 4,100.
Oh, 4,100. So it's enough to live on, you think?
It's not enough to live on, no.
All right.
I think that to live here in Southern California, you gotta be around 10,000 a month, but it helps.
You would probably get, my guess, I'm not 100% sure, but close to about 4,000 a month.
Oh, all right. Is it so? What about in your case? Like,
I get much less because I had different professions, and so I get some pension from here and some pension from there. It ends up being about 4,000 a month.
all right.
Okay. But I could never live here on 4,000 a month.
Listen, to me, I can't speak to any of that other than, as I understand it, the Social Security you get in the United States when you retire, it's totally based on your earning power. It's not based on, it's based on how much you put in and how much you earned.
Okay.
And that is as far as my understanding goes.
Okay.
So $700, $7,000, I think it's always good when people get the money they deserve to get, that they've earned, they've worked for.
Okay. So how much do you think average number of people receive after retirement?
I think they receive the same amount. I can't give you a dollar amount. I know it's based on how much you paid into and how much you worked.
Okay.
So it's totally based on what you earned, as far as I understand it. So I can't give one figure to that.
So last question. All right.
Yeah.
So, any advice for younger people to live comfortably after retirement?
Absolutely. If you're, and I don't know what you have in Japan, but here in the U.S., companies have 401ks. And I tell everybody that ever worked for me, you need to make sure you put as much money into your 401k as you can, because by the time you retire, you'll have enough money to comfortably live off of that. Actually live off of the investment interest that money makes. You'll be able to pass all that money on too. So that's the most important thing. If you're investing into a 401k or whatever it is, you got to max it out every year, and you'll be wealthier beyond your imagination.
You know, that's a great question. I think to live comfortably, just think about any kind of savings you can do. If it's just even the smallest amount, if you can put something away, if it's $100 a month when you're young, that's a good thing. And then the main thing that I learned is live within your means. Meaning, don't overspend. Don't let that credit card keep going up. And I made a mistake a couple times where I got in debt, but then I got out. And I worked hard to get out. But that's my main advice.
Okay.
Make sure you save a little bit, no matter how little bit you think it is. It helps.
All right.
Yeah, if they want to, at this point in their lives, if they're young, if they try to start a savings account or something that they can lean back on, I think it would be good. It's very hard for them because there's all these things around to spend your money on, expensive coffee and fast food, which is not good for you.
All right.
I like Japanese food, by the way.
Well, I think really you want to start saving, which Japanese I know do. They have a much higher saving rate probably than even in the United States, but you want to invest. And the reality is, I believe, of course, I'm not always right, but I've done well with my investments, that technology is a good area. It's just a reality, but you really want to start investing young because I did not really start investing seriously until maybe my late 40s or 50s.
After some careers you started, right?
Yeah, after a long period of time. But now you can open up a savings, or not a savings, but some kind of investment platform for your kids. You're the guardian. Just put 5, 10, 20, whatever you can, if you can afford to do that, and your kids will get some understanding of that. As they get older, they'll be educated, and they'll do the same thing. And that would be my best suggestion. And the other thing is moderation, just like the Greeks, told us moderation in everything. Don't drink too much. Don't smoke. I know a lot of Japanese like to smoke. Do not smoke. That's one of the big, there are just certain things not to do. Enjoy your life. Try to be in the moment as much as you can.
Your whole working life, if you're fortunate enough to find a job that you like, enjoy, and can work for your, work at something you love, you have to plan for when you retire. You have to plan for what you do with your money. I really advise people to start saving money from the get-go.
Okay.
I really believe you have to start a savings account and learn to budget your money.
Okay.
That's all. See, it's not great advice. I'm just a grandma. I'm just a grandma.